G'day YouTube, Down to Bricks here. Well, it has taken a while, but here we are with my final video of my expanded brick bank. So I'm very happy to finally be able to share this with everybody. So just want to talk through my process on putting this together, and then we'll go in and we'll have a bit of a closer look. In the part 2 video, I did talk about how this is all one floor, this whole section, and what I was doing when I initially thought about doing an expanded brick bank, I knew that I wanted to have these arches on each floor. Now, as in the original brick bank, you could split the second floor and take the roof off just above these windows, so you could sort of just put extra floors like that on if I wanted to. But I really love these arches, wanted to have those on every floor. When I started to put it together, I was a little bit concerned that it was just going to be a big wall of white and it really wasn't going to be broken up with anything, and I sort of felt like it did need something just in between each floor. And that's when I thought about actually putting the design, this awesome design from Lego, from this roof piece, to actually put it between every floor. And I'm just super happy with how that's turned out. It did mean I had to actually have a ridge on each floor. So if I just turn this to the side so we can have a look, you can see here, because of these slopes above the arches, I actually had to step out each of these floors. If I turn on the side like that, you can see how each of these sticks out 2 studs, so protrudes on each of the floors there, and then of course the top floor I didn't have to come out as far, only 1 stud, just to accommodate for those slopes. Now we can see from the side here, I did put windows down the side, and that gave another little problem that I had, because I knew at the very least I wanted to put windows down both sides for the top floor, and to do that I wanted to be able to have enough room to do 3 sections of windows like that. So it means that meant that I had to actually come right to the back of the base plate to have enough room to be able to do that. So normal modular finishes roughly around 6 studs in from the back of the base plate, so I actually had to build it right to the back, which means a lot more brick. You wouldn't think 6 studs would be that much, but to cover those extra 6 studs for this entire build did mean a lot more brick. So I actually did use 4 brick bank sets to put this together, and I did have to order a number of pieces, mainly white brick, just to be able to finish this off. Now the reason I wanted to make it sort of uniform in the white is that, so if I put a building up next to it and it's only a smaller modular, it doesn't look all mishmash. I could have used some more of the sand blue and the light grey, dark grey brick that were in the other sets, in the original 4 sets that I used, but I wanted it to be uniform, so if I do see it from the side, you do see the building from the side, that it doesn't look all mishmash and it's a little bit neater. During the build process, I did change my mind and actually decide to put a second floor with windows down the side, because I just think that looks so good. And to have a building, obviously a building next to this can come up to so high, so a normal modular, which is probably quite a bit lower than that actually, you'll still be able to see these side windows. And if we go to the other side, I didn't put windows down this side of this floor, and that's because this is going to go up alongside the town hall in DUBcity, so that's going to cover all of this up. So let me, getting a bit of glare there, so that's going to cover all this up, so you're not going to see that. So I could allow it to be a little bit more messier on this side. Couldn't really change these 2, that's to do with the interior build for those first 2 floors. But this one here, I didn't use all white here, and that's because it will be covered up. But I do like how these windows go right around on the top floor. And just while we're looking from the side here, I'll just show you, so each of these floors is all one piece. So they actually split here, so I'll take this top floor off. So very soon we'll go in and I'll just quickly show you the inside of the build, and then we'll do a comparison with another modular just next to it so you can really appreciate the size of it. So that lifts off like that. The floor lifts, top floor comes off, all the floors are the same. So it's actually level with this piece here. So if I just show you here while we've got it off, and there's the roof there. So I end up putting two of these sunlights in on the top floor. So let's go in and pull all the floors off and have a quick look inside. So starting with the first floor, I did show the interior of this floor in a lot of detail in the part 1 video that I did. So I'll put a card up and you can go and check that out if you want to have a closer look. So we'll just quickly run through what I did here. So because the laundry was removed, all this section got taken out, did allow me to put a little desk in the back here. So got a little supervisor's desk or manager's desk in the back there. Got the vault here, which is exactly how it was in the original build, and the stairs going up to the second floor. Got all our tellers along here. On this side we have where you can fill out your deposit slips all along here, and in this back corner is the elevator to the upper floors. I did want to point out and thank all the people that suggested this part here. So, and let's see actually if I can just pull that out, because originally in the first video I had the lock on the door, the printed round tile with the lock, and then I asked for suggestions because I wanted a keypad, and I had lots of suggestions, so thank you to everybody for that. I ended up going with this piece here, which was from the new pizza van, and as I said in that video that I knew I'd seen one somewhere, and it's actually wasn't new to the pizza van. I had seen it in the what was the superhero set, the Iron Skull Sub Attack, I think it was actually in that set as well. So I knew I'd seen it, but thanks to everyone for pointing that out. So I've got one on the door there and the other door here as well. So just a little bit extra detail I think adds to it, and had a lot of fun putting this whole floor together. I think it came out really good. Onto the second floor, and again in my part 2 video I did go pretty in depth with the interior for this floor, so again there'll be a card there if you want to check that out. So just very quickly, come up the stairs to the assistant here and into the manager's office. So just show you that very quickly. In the office there you can see the elevator shaft just skips this floor, goes straight up to the 3rd floor. So the only way you can get up here is via the stairs. And I also had someone in my part 2 video suggest I should put a banister around there as well. So sorry I forgot to check who that was, but thank you very much for that suggestion, because I think that does make it a little bit safer. Onto the 3rd floor, and absolutely nothing. I've decided not to detail out the other floors, and this one is actually quite a mess because of all the different colored bricks used to make up the walls. So just spin it around so you can see that front wall. So wanted to make that look nice and tidy, so I think that looks pretty good. But yeah, decided not to put any detail in this 3rd floor. Onto the 4th floor, and again no interior. Just wanted to show this so we can have a look how the windows are on this floor here, continuing around from the front. I just think that looks so good, even just from the inside, having all those windows, and then we just have nice white walls for the other 2 sides. And now on to the 5th floor, or the top floor. Now I do have a little bit inside this one, but not too much. My original thought was to actually make this my penthouse in DUBcity, and I was going to deck it all out, but I kind of just run out of time. Let's have a quick look around I did put a picture on the wall over there. We do have the chandelier from the original brick bank build, so I did put that in there, and around to this side. So I may get to this one day and deck it out. And in that back corner I did put the elevator so we can actually get access to this floor. So there's the elevator there, and that's about it. I think the only other thing now is a quick look at the roof, and here it is. Here I put a little bit of detail down this side that's actually going to be exposed in the city, where you're going to see, and a couple of the skylights in there. I love that design, so I want to put two of those in, and then that just goes on like so. And there's the roof. I'm not sure if you're going to see that once it's in the city, so I may have to put a bit more of this design down here as well if we do get to see it. So bringing in the Parisian restaurant, you can really get an idea of how big this brick bank is, and this is actually going to be the second biggest building in DUBcity behind the Avengers Tower. Before I wrap this video up, let's take the camera off the tripod and we'll go in and have a quick look around the building. Time to have a quick zoom around. Get a bit closer look at it. Wish I could have put the windows all around on every floor, but you wouldn't see them once you got other buildings anyway. It's a bit pointless, but I do love the look of that. I certainly had a lot of fun putting this one together. Well, that's it for my custom brick bank. I do apologise that it took so long to get this video out. I did have a couple of little issues with the build I needed to get sorted out. Of course, we had all the Lego Batman movie sets come out, and that took up some of my time as well. And in the meantime, I've also built a laundry to go with the brick bank. So stay tuned next week. I'll have that video for you next week. But for now, if you enjoyed this expanded brick bank video, please give me a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate that, and I'd love to hear from you as well. So any thoughts that you've got about this custom build, I'd love to hear about it in the comments. Any questions you might have, happy to answer those as well. And if you want to catch that custom laundry build, make sure you hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out. And while you're here, why not check out the video description below for my Amazon shopping link. I'd really appreciate it if you could use that link for all your shopping. That certainly helps me out and allows me to bring you even more content. So big thank you to everybody that has been using that link. Thank you very much. And until next time, I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.